I can't say, whisper any profanities.
Hi, we're here at the World of Pinot Noir. We're here with Ken Brown of Ken Brown Wines. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us, Ken. I know you've been at this for a while now.
Yes.
How did it all begin? How did it all get started?
I think for all of us that are winemakers, it really has to do with passion and love. And you don't do this necessarily to make a lot of money or to have an easy lifestyle. You do it because you want to do it because you're in love with wine. So that's started for me actually in the mid-'70s, and then got so hooked into it I decided to go back to school to study viticulture and enology, and then I finished my master's degree in '77, just the time that Santa Barbara County was just discovering some of their first grapes, and I was asked to make some of the first wines, and that's where I started.
That's great. So now, you were originally with Byron, correct?
Zaca Mesa is where I started.
Right,
Zaca
Mesa, that's right.
And then my first name's Byron, so my wife and a couple partners started Byron in 1984.
That's right.
And then sold to Mondavi's in 1990. Mondavi went public in '93.
There you go.
I had to bring that out.
There you go.
But for 6 or 7 years, Mondavi didn't really know what public meant. It was really a wonderful relationship.
Right.
But then as the economy kind of turned and went south in 2000, 2001, then the tentacles of Wall Street kind of started getting into them, because you had to have this quarter profits better than last quarter. You couldn't do that in a down economy. So it started, the CFO started running the company, and much to the disappointment of the Mondavi family, and also for me, for Byron. And Mondavi's felt the same way I did, is you can't make quality wine and keep cutting corners and expenses. So what happened to them, and I decided, wait a minute, it's time to start over. So I started Ken Brown Wines in 2003 while I was still winemaker at Byron.
Okay, and so of course you have your Pinots, because we're here at the World Pinot Noir, but you also make a Shiraz. You have Chardonnay as well.
Right.
What else?
Well, the total production of everything I do is about 2,500 cases max. Between 2,000 and 2,500. And of that, the plan, of course, what happens, Mother Nature and the vintage and the plan, where's two different things. By plan, I do 2,000 cases of Pinot Noir, 400 cases of Chardonnay, and 100 cases of Syrah.
Okay.
Syrah is mostly direct, tasting room, that type of thing. So very focused on Pinot Noir. Most of the Pinot Noir comes from Santa Rita Hills, and I'm working with a couple of vineyards that I've worked with for a long time over in Santa Rita Valley. So
that's great. It's just a pleasure to have a few minutes to sit down and we talk with you. I know they're getting ready to let the crowd in here shortly. I know you're going to be really busy, but thank you once again,
Thanks for stopping by to say hi.
No problem.
It's always good to see you guys.
Thank you.